Hi there, it's phrenzy here with another StarCraft game, and we are going to be here on Meta-looopa-loppo-lisssss, and I'm going to be spawning in as the yellow Zerg at the sort of 230, 245 position on the map here, and I'm going to be up against Luffy. Not Luffy, Leffy. Luffy's a character from Final Fantasy. But anyway, I'm going to be up against Leffy, almost said it wrong again, who is otherwise known as Metanol on the 3D Buzz forums, and he's going to be here at the 12 o'clock position, spawning in as the blue Terran. And there goes an SEV to make a little supply depot. And so we're here on Meta-looopa-loppo-lisssss, one of my favourite maps. And I'm coming over here with an Overlord because I don't know where he is. So if I switch my vision to here, I'm like, oh, is he over here? And there we go, I spot it. And if you notice, as soon as I spot it, I pull my Overlord back, and because he still doesn't know where I am. So if we just switch to his vision, you'll see that he has no idea where I am. So I'm going to run my Overlord all the way around the outside here just to see what he's making. And I already had a drone sort of rally to a certain position, and I think it was to this control tower. But never mind about that. Let's see what we're doing. Bring up the, I guess, APM at the moment because there's nothing much else to look at. And I will say Luffy is definitely a much more experienced player than some that I played in the past. He's also a bronze player like myself, it's funny because people in the bronze league are actually quite decent. So I guess if they've had a bit of time, and if you notice that his SEV kind of went off into the dark there, and he's actually hiding behind this smoke. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if he was going to put a bunker there or something like that, but you can't really do much with an SEV. As opposed to, say, Protoss, and you put a probe back there, and you put like a pylon and warp-in units. But here's my Overlord, and he knows where I am now, and well, he would have known by the SEV, but also he knows this Overlord's here, so he's going to be a meanie and try and kill my Overlord and hope he gets away in time. That's the problem when you play on this map, is if you have your Overlord out here, you just hope that you can get out of time, get out of the way, and get out of range. So he's on 98, so it looks like he's going to make it. Pull this drone back to basically mine. Don't know where he is now. Oh, it's just basically an Overlord there. But throwing down an expansion pretty soon. I mean, at 16 food, I mean, I'm already putting down an expansion. Don't even have my spawning pool up yet. That was because I scouted him out and I knew it'd be safe to do that. But I have 3 guys on gas, which is probably the best thing to do. And I'm going to lower the music a little bit here because it's pretty loud. So, in fact, I don't mind that. I'll just lower the music. Sorry about this, but you know, return to the game. So basically droning up here. Got quite a few drones. We have a look at the income tab. I have 16 drones over his 13 harvesters, so that's definitely going to be a good thing for me. You can tell by the little shutter by the spawning pool that I am researching metabolic boost. I noticed that when I play against 3D Buzz members, I get all of a sudden nervous. I guess it's because, you know, I will be interacting with you on the forums, I guess, but yeah, I don't get nowhere near as nervous when I play on the ladder or a custom game or against some diamond player, but yeah, I kind of feel like I'm off my game a little bit. My APM is pretty low. If we have a look at the yeah, it's normally up in the at least 100, I think. But I'm going to send out a Zergling out here to the control tower, and he does have an SEV there. I don't know, I think I might have killed it, because I didn't really care, but yeah, I killed it. So if we see what Luffy's up to, he's got 2 barracks. He's going to be, if we have a look at the army as well, not army units, we won't see units. So he's got 4 Marines at the moment, so not too bad. He's going to be throwing down another, oh, he's going to be throwing down a factory. That's pretty cool. So so we might see some Hellions or Reapers. I know which one, or both, because I did play this game. So I played it about an hour ago, but yeah, I think my memory's going because it was quite a long game. So I don't see any of this, but just instinctively I put down 2 spine crawlers just because you know, he hasn't done any harassment at the moment. I think harassment's going to be a really big thing in StarCraft, just being able to harass your opponent and just put them off their game. But I'm here just basically, if we bring up the production tab, making 2 spines and 10 drones. Look at that, 10 drones. you want to be making as many drones as possible, because you are going to be raking up that money and you want to be spending it as fast as you're bringing it in. So in fact, if we have a look at the I don't know what it is, I think, is it resources I think, or is it yeah, resources. I'm bringing in 400 minerals and 400 gas per minute. So is that right, or am I? No, that's my total resource. If I bring up my income, I'm bringing in 1,000 minerals per minute and 240 gas per minute. So that's pretty high. And so I just basically want to make sure that I'm spending it. So I'm spending it on drones, not really spending it on zerglings, because what I do is I normally place a zergling right outside his base. So when this guy dies, I know to make a whole bunch of zerglings and just back up reinforcements. Normally I would keep, I would, you know, get some roaches or balings or something like that, but I don't really need them at the moment. I know I'm going to be pretty safe. If you notice here, I have kind of a nice overlord placement. I put one here so I can see anything that's going on, like if he wants to bring in like a medevac. And there's JJ. If I just make sure, I don't know how to set myself away from here, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully he won't talk to me. So yeah, let's have a look at the production tab. Don't really know what to look at here. So he's got 2 more orders coming out, got a Hellion and 2 more Marines. I'm currently researching the ground carapace here for my zerglings. Probably will be putting up another evolution chamber so that I can research something else at the same time. But taking up to a layer, and I've already got another gas going down here and another 2 gas here. So reason is obviously is because you know, these numbers are getting quite high, but I know that as soon as I get my layer down, I'm going to be churning through those numbers pretty quickly. Also throwing down a spore crawler just in case he decides to have a medevac drop like back here or something like that, so I'll be able to defend. I'll hopefully be able to sort of shoot down the medevac. But I don't know, this game I kind of felt off my game a little bit. But so he's got a couple of Marines. Got that. Oh, he has got a medevac. So I don't know if he ever tried to do any of this stuff during the game. Maybe he might have spotted it. But he's going to be making a push out here with his army now. So this is going to be interesting to see. So I have 17 zerglings now. Have you noticed that? I had 4 and now I've gone up to 17. And I haven't been really good with my creep placement. So this queen is going to be pooping out some creep tumors here so that I can give a bit of a creep to this place. And I've also expanded down here because I know he hasn't scouted my base. So here come these Hellions. Hellions are really bad against spine crawlers, and his Marines and Marauders have stimmed up, and these Zerglings are all gonna die. And so it's looking pretty bad at the moment. If we bring up the production tab, we have 40 Zerglings coming out, and that's from every single base, and I think they're all rallied to this point. So this is not looking good for my base. Those spine crawlers are down. Again, didn't take out these drones. These drones were still mining, and he could have taken them all out. But these Zerglings, they're just going to come in here, and they are going to swarm everything. So, so I think he might be regretting that a little bit. Again, always go for the drones, because you just can't go wrong. So we got all these drones scattered out here, and these SCVs are still allowed to survive. But if we notice, I have got my spire going up. There we go. So that is going to mean we're going to see some Mutalisks. So so all these drones are going here, and I think I eventually select some of them and transfer them over to this expansion here. But at the moment, Leffy is sort of licking his wounds at the moment, as am I, because I have to come up with another hatchery. But hasn't expanded, and these mineral patches are getting pretty low. And it looks like there's only 1 SEV on that refinery, so he should have another 2 on that. But he is being a good player. He is putting up more supply depots. Kind of has to, because otherwise he'll be out of supply. Got some starports though, and he's going to be coming out with another push with another 2 Hellions. Hellions are really good in the early game. Not so much in the late game, because the spine crawl just deals so much damage to them. So we got 1 drone here doing a bit of distance mining, and yeah, he's just chilling out, like coming over here. I don't need these extractors, I don't care. But yeah, got 7 Mutalisks on the way. Have a look at the income tab to see how much damage that did to me. Not that much, still bringing in over 1,000 minerals per minute and 200 gas. So I'm sitting pretty at the moment. Have a look at the units, and I've got 10 muters, so that's doing pretty good. have a look at the APM, because I'm always interested in that, and it is creeping up a little bit. I am kind of getting into my game here and kind of doing more things at once, because that's what you really want to be doing as a StarCraft player. You want to be just doing loads of things all at the same time, and there's never nothing to do. So I'm going to be doing a bit of scouting with these Mutalisks. They're going to fly over here over the gold expansions, making sure that he's not being a crafty little player to expand over there. Still got this Zergling at the watchtower, and as soon as he dies, we'll see if anything happens to the production tab, because normally when one of my units dies, I have things queued up getting ready. So this expansion is doing pretty nice. Not fully saturated, though I would like to have a few more, so making a few more drones right there. He is coming out with another Marauder, and he's making one SCV. If we have a look at the income, though, 48 over 19, and I totally missed this. If I just back up a second here. So these Marines are going to see these Mutas in the air, so I think there are too many Marines, but once the Marines are taken out, I'm going to go straight for the Marauders, but there's just way too many of them at the moment. But once they are stimmed, they are getting a bit low in health, so I kind of should have swept in there and sort of sniped them, but he is going to come in here in this base, and he has got, I don't think I have anything on the way at the moment. I have 14 Zerglings, but he is just doing colossal damage. If we have a look at the health bars, yeah, they are just doing a lot of damage. Basically, this hatchery is going to go down. So again, all these drones are again going to have to find another home to basically mine from. But I kind of take all that out, and I think he realizes, like, oh shit, don't want to be here. So if you have a look at his base, got 2 starports, not really making much use of them. Got 2 Hellions, again hasn't expanded, which is really surprising. But he's just got his orbital command,